welcome to another edition of Snippets with me, Dede Adanki, bringing you the trending stories on the internet today. On our first story for today, Ghanaian actress Nikki Samona has questioned an interview who asked when she's giving birth if giving birth guarantees her a place in heaven. Yes, she was there to promote her new movie, but that didn't seem to interest the interviewer, who focused on her personal choices and her personal life instead of the movie that she was promoting.
Love is a verb. Love is a doing word or an action word. So what you say? Into your far no worry. Share internet isua. Now go social media isua. I want for bebre. Ewo. Do not say jare. I worry. Into said you na make us say yamfa. I won't go heaven. Sounds so yamfa worry and go heaven. Asunche.
Said the massacre my mind. I say they are pit and pit. Mon fire who be.
Oh, Debbie. Yes, sir. Oh, no, love radio, Papa.
But say a day, so a DB and so Munyan Crofobino Motena, Adof or Doquaso, more Adof, 1910 into our ear.
The minimum say, feed you, say, Shabba grab you. Minimo.
Say, see a boy alive.
Yes.
Now, or Chede. Or Chede.
This might have come off as banter, but it also reflects the narrative that women are always being questioned, not based on what they are doing or their potential, but on their personal choices that should be left with them and them alone. This question had no room, had no chance, had no space being asked in that setting because she didn't give consent for that to be asked. So if you're a man and you're about to interview a woman about a project, whatever she's doing, please focus on what is at hand and what she's promoting, and not her sexual choices, her life choices, or whatever you think should be of public concern, because she never came out to say, I've been looking for the fruit of the womb and I've not had one. She just came out to promote her movie. Focus on what she's promoting. Focus on her work, her life's work, not on her personal choices. Thank you. Now to the next story. We've all seen videos trending on social media of a Nigerian police shooting and killing an alleged suspect on the spot without any trial, nothing. It was just instant justice, or in this case, instant murder. No questions asked, no courts, nothing. It's just his own discretion to exact judgment on this person. This happened after 28-year-old Ogidi Mena went to pick a parcel on behalf of his friend from the bus station, and on getting there, they questioned him on the content of the parcel. He had no idea. Upon opening it, they found out it was a parcel that had been sent. They tied him up to restrain him and called the commander of the area, who sent some officers, which included ASP Nuhu Osman, to come and pick up the suspect and bring him to the station, the police station, for investigations. But upon getting there, the first thing the officer did was to shoot the suspect in the arm. He was already subdued. There was no need for that. There was no way he was going to fight back or try to escape, because he had been bound by legs and arms. Then took him into their patrol car to the station. Upon getting to the station, Officer Nuhu Osman brings the suspect Ogidi Mena from the patrol car down, and there and then shot him 3 times, killing him instantly.
The officers were compelled to face the full weight of the internal disciplinary machinery without delay. The 4th disciplinary committee was already in session, and I directed that ASP Nuru Usman and the other superintendents of police face FDC directly. At the same time, the 3 inspectors involved were tried by ordinary trial tribunal. Findings and recommendations. The investigation confirmed without any ambiguity that ASP Nuru Usman acted in gross violation of Force Order 237, which governs the use of firearms in Nigerian police, and established standard operating procedures of Nigerian police. No level of criminal suspicion against a citizen justifies extrajudicial killing. Our duty is to protect lives, not to extinguish it.
So now investigations are ongoing. The officer has been derobed, and he's facing prosecution for the murder of 28-year-old Ogidi Mena, who was an aspiring artist, had no criminal record, was just doing a favor to his friend, and now is dead because an officer was trigger happy and just wanted to kill someone that day. But let's not forget, we could hear cheers from fellow officers after he shot and killed the guy there and then. They were cheering him on as if he had done something worth applauding. And killing someone, I don't know if it's something that it's worth applauding, but if it is, then we need to reevaluate how they recruited into the system, because officers carrying weapons that are meant to protect people are not supposed to be trigger happy to kill the citizens they are meant to protect. Moving on to our last story, 28-year-old Abigail Poku has lost her life and that of her unborn child due to the negligence of health personnel at the Kaswa Mother and Child. Yes, she was referred there. She was transferred there through referral and recommended for a cesarean because she couldn't give birth. She couldn't push through. Upon getting there, they kept her in the delivery ward for over 36 hours, where she unfortunately died painfully after that ordeal. Per interviews we've heard from the parents and siblings of the deceased, the nurses there were very nonchalant and didn't seem to care, showed no iota of humanity.
Omofri Samford akohono. Samford for ne kan say omoko omonye ne den potin.
Ekwe no msi the way I know so no eba no na sim bie se o se nso ne basa nti esa na akwala no anhwa na yenya no because nso na ebo akwala no ho ba na no aso na eba no nti yekona so mka be CS kra na maye pupu yeti ti mekwa na meka kire ne se o se no maka no mo se CS na bebo ye kra yenye manu nso no o se recovery ayema impa bi any recovery theater recovery tie surgery kra na onya bibi adawa recovery okwa no kohwe no so no hu ye nti no yema ne time obewo eko be 2 before 3 am kosi anapa yama na eduru yama na hwe eno an so oda ho ma friend o ma ba wonten obi amba am nten o ma ma bibi daabi o ma kadan daabi vitals mpo minkai so mo checking minim se me na me hu dia eno an so oda o sa mun ka hwe o pre no kaso munye ni CS nyina o mefi.
And they had no hurry. The hospital or the nurses told them there were no beds at the recovery ward, and that's why she wasn't taken to the surgery for her to have a child and come out safely. She went there in healthy condition, only going there to give birth, but she came out not as a human being, not on her own, but as a corpse, and she's now laying in the morgue. But she came out instead with no life in her body, and that of her unborn child. Yes, we lost both mother and child due to negligence of the health personnel in the facility. They didn't take her case serious. They just felt it was just another day in the office. Let me hurry up, get through my shift and get home and get out of there. There was no care for her as a human being. There was no care for anything. It was just another day at work for them. She would have been a mother. She was a child. She was someone's wife. She was a human being. If there was nothing at all in it, you should have saved her because she was a human being. Because that is the oath you took to protect and save human life, not to treat them as just anything you could do away with, not to treat them as something that is replaceable. They are not. She is gone, and the grief and the pain will stick with the family for a very long time. You might go back home to your family. I hope you're able to sleep at night. You can't. So health officials, nurses, doctors, whoever is in charge, whoever works in the hospital, your first responsibility is to the patients to ensure safety, to ensure good health, and not to talk about beds. That is what has caused us a human life. 2 human lives. Yes, because we don't know who the baby would have grown up to be. Do better. Do better. Do better. We expect better from you. Thank you for sticking and staying with me. Like, share, and subscribe, and come back for another episode. Thank you.